hail Biafra. This is Biafra Liberation Army Network coming to you again. Please do subscribe, like, share, and comment.
What you are about to listen is concerning Madam Azuka. This is an expose on her own side. Yes, because before someone will be suspended, something must have happened. There will be conspiracy, there will be lies, there will be propaganda, and there will be a lot of things that the head will not want. Or there is something that they want to expose that the head doesn't want that thing to be exposed. But in all these things, we are trying to be very careful because if we fail liberating Biafra this time, we may not get it again. It's not a cause. But Biafra cannot consume these three heroes and still not come. I don't think there will be heroes greater than them. I don't know. I'm just saying anyways. You understand? So please, I want you to join this conversation with our brother here. He will have to tell us what he knows about Madam Azuka, Adadioranma, and some other women. And this is more of the reason they dissolved this umada of a thing. You understand? And many people got it twisted. I'm not saying our Prime Minister is perfect. That's not what I'm saying. But please, everybody should soft pedal. Let us get this Biafra. But first, we must get it, put the lines straight. Let's listen to this.
Azuka, Madam Ifi, Odinkem, and our sister, Adadioranma. Though I did not add her, I don't know the reason why I forgot. That's the person that we have to talk about this morning, so that we end these lies, this propaganda, this talking once and for all. Once and for all. I don't want to talk about this issue, but people are dragging me into the issue, and I will never talk about it. But what I want is peace. Peace is what I want. I will never talk about the issue. What I want is peace. And I have to let all of us know one thing. Please, as you are joining, share this particular program. Share it across every other platforms. Yeah. If you are joining, share the program across every other platforms. Invite your friends and your loved ones that I am live. Share the program. Share the program. Yeah. This morning, I have to talk about one issue. This issue is eating deep in autopilot. This particular issue, because I have seen that some people are giving the enemies topic to talk about. We are talking about Biafra, the way forward. Some people are bringing accumulated anger into the struggle. Accumulated anger. Everybody in this struggle is my comrade. But once you are not getting it right, I will say it for posterity's sake. Accumulated anger. Now, what is that accumulated anger? Odinkemma messed up by insulting Dragon, and he was expelled from this noble cause because of lies, deceit. He was expelled. Madam Ifi was given suspension. Madam Ifi and Livingstone felt that they are too big to be given suspension, and they came online to insult Dragon. They make jest of Dragon and all of this. They were expelled. Now, is there anybody, is the tradition of freedom? If you are giving suspension, people will bring your issues on social media and insult you. It have never happened. In this struggle, it have never happened. Anyone that is giving suspension, you are barred from talking about that person, because that person is not suspended by, as in, the person is not being sacked, outrightly sacked. Like what our dragon tweeted this morning about someone ordering that you must keep off and stop discussing with that person. That is outrightly sacked. Suspension in the struggle have it become a way for your fellow comrade to attack you. If you are suspended and somebody comes up to attack you, it means that it is accumulated anger. And this one is going to our beloved sister, Adadioranma. I love her so much. I love her so much. And in my own, I don't, if I am talking about somebody, no matter the love that I have for you, I will not. Now, our sister Adadioranma, I have listened to what she said on social media. That should be in-house problem. Because the person that you are talking about was your superior. She was not sacked. Dragon have the final say in this struggle. I follow the principles of struggle anywhere I am. Anywhere I am. If there is anything that Madam Azuka did that is bad, it is left for Dragon to pass the justice. But this one, it was not even confirmed. There is nothing, just suspension. Just suspension. And the person is staying on her own suspension, then boom, a Buriyapota social media. And I have to say this. I have to say this. I listened to a program, someone sent to me the program which she was talking about Madam Azuka and the husband in such a disrespectful manner. People that are being sacked. Now, I have listened to the point because some of them said Madam Azuka is bearing untouchable. So any name that somebody is bearing now is subjected to the name is to insult. You will go and insult people because they are bearing name. There are men on the ground with bear man pass man. Can we go and fight them because they are bearing name? Some people said we don't need untouchable in the struggle. I am not defending Madam Azuka, but I have to say this because if I tell you that I'm sleeping, call me a liar. Because I cannot be in the face of injustice and I call myself I am fighting for this same struggle. It's not done. I can never be in face of injustice and I tell myself I am fighting for the struggle. It's not done. We must follow the principles of struggle. If you don't know the principles of struggle, let someone tell you. Dragon have the final say. Dragon is the person piloting this thing now at the absence of Onyendu. Dragon is the person. If Dragon come out to say that this person did this or that, then I'm gonna kaishi Sonya. If Dragon confirm that this person did this or that, I'm gonna kaishi with Donya Havam Vam Vam. But when you are given suspension, most of you have chopped suspension and come back. Like this, our sister Adadioranma. There was a time that you went with If Young Biko. That time that there is problem. You went with her. And later you came back. Now I am viewing this thing in many angles. You know me, I cannot keep quiet. Obruna, today, it is confirmed that Madam Azuka, Dragon comes out to make the announcement. Then you see him on a Oremi juice. Adonyo Vam 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 Ehunanya. I am viewing this thing in many angles. Remember Odinkemma used to give, sometimes Odinkemma will come up to give something that is happening in autopilot, which I don't even know. How is he getting those reports? How is If Young Bike getting those reports? There are moles in IPOB autopilot, and when you have moles, they will even betray men on the ground in order to indict someone. I have been in this struggle for a very long time. I am telling you what is applicable. Men are disastrous. If you cannot wait for principles of the struggle, in this struggle, there is nobody, I have never had in this struggle that somebody is giving suspension. And the next thing is to bring the topic of the person on social media. It's not done. Anybody giving suspension that goes to honor his or her suspension, you must leave that person in peace. There are people in autopilot today that I knew when they faced suspension. Why is it that some of you talking about Madam Azuka did not even bring those ones that they faced suspension on social media? I'm not speaking so that you will love me or you hate me. I'm speaking based on the principles of the struggle. And if we get it wrong, that means we have gotten it wrong. If we dare get this struggle wrong, that means we have gotten it wrong. Anybody can wake up tomorrow and make his or her own because the first one is not curtailed. What am I saying? The people who first of all went on social media to break this thing, if you are Mubiko, and if you was saying that Madam Azuka should apologize to them. And in this one, Adadioranma, this our sister, have worked with Ifeanyi Biko. They all left together. When Ify was making I am just saying this. Should it be that Ifeanyi Biko is still getting information from this our sister Adadioranma? And I am there defending, talking about Ifeanyi Biko. No matter how I love you in the struggle, I will talk about you. Like this Madam Azuka now. Why I'm not talking about her and I will not talk about her is she did not come on social media to talk like others talk. But any day that she comes on social media to talk like others talk, you should also tell her that any day that she comes on social media to talk like others talk, but she was given suspension like other people whom if they notice something, they will suspend you. She was given suspension and she is honoring her own suspension. The next is my comrades are discussing, saying that only 6 people. Where were you people when, if it is only 6 people or 5 people defending, where were you when they were taking the bullets from DOS? Where were you people? It is now that people are noticing only 5 people. And if that should be the case, it should be subjected when you bring it on social media. It means that we are backward in treating things. It should be subjected to the authorities. Why are you bringing it on social media? Only 5 people. Where were you people when they were taking the bullets? You know me. So if I get angry, I have look and wait and see how things are going wrong. Why did we even talk? Even this Ezi here, Caterpillar, boasted that he was getting information about me. This Ezi here now, this 7.5 million. Should it be that those people in autopilot are passing my information to my enemies? Because I am looking at it, if I have looked, people, you know, people send me the video. Like yesterday that she was doing program. Someone told me that our sister is crying. I went there to comment. She shouldn't cry. I know most of those things are emotional. But you shouldn't allow your emotion to override you. Don't allow your emotions to override you. Don't allow your emotions to override you. Most of them tell me, hey, she did not come to Finland. If she did not come to Finland, I am not in the shoe to judge her. We have a leader, Simon. Should I go and judge? I have not done this in this Biafra struggle. This one that everybody, this one want to drive me in nonsense. This one want to drive me in nonsense. We have not been doing this in IPOB. Why do you want to do this now? Is it not accumulated anger and accumulated hatred? Like the topic that I had, our sister said, she said only 5 of them in Umuada. I don't know about Umuada. Even it was from her that I heard that it was only 5 of them. I heard that it was only 5 of them that is in Umuada. But are you the person to fix it? Is that your position? You know the problem that I have with accountability when they left. It's because they left the media, which they are, to go and talk about accountability, which is not their problem. They said, Madam Azuka husband is secretary. Madam Azuka is this. Is that your problem? Can't your husband, if your husband and your family is going to walk in, let them come and fit in. They should come and fit in. And I am making this appeal to the dragon. This thing now, eating us up, must be investigated. How did our enemies, like this Ifeanyi Biko, these people have tried to say, they will kill dragon and all of, they have met all sorts of nonsense in the past. And they are still getting information from autopilot members. Who are those people giving them information? They are getting, sometimes I will wake up. The information that I don't even know that is existing, I will hear it from Odenkemma. Something that is happening in autopilot. Who are those people sneaking the information to them? This thing that is happening now must be investigated so that the most important thing is the men on the ground. No. This one, I know that one for sure. This one saying Gaddafi is suspended, so I am bound from speaking about him. I am banned from speaking about him, but that one I know. Gaddafi and Ifi is not in a good term. I know that one for sure. They are not in a good term. Now, where it pains me is that people who are being suspended, husband is suspended, wife is suspended. Somebody in media team brought the person to social media. And you call them all sorts of names. This, if anyone take it, when it starts happening to you, don't say that, why is this happening to me? Because you have allowed it at the first place. And if we allow this, things will start getting wrong. This, our sister Adadioranma, must be cautioned. I am telling you the fact. No matter who us is God, we must never move before the dragon, Master Simon Ekpa, is the superior in this thing. Have the final say. I have wait and see. Some people said, Madam Azuka is bearing untouchable. We don't need any untouchable. So any name that you are bearing, people will subject you to the name. Does that name have anything? Does that name insult IPOB autopilot? What does that name have to do with autopilot? What does that name have to do with autopilot? The name have nothing to do with autopilot. But guess what? We are now bringing it to show us that there is accumulated hatred. Now, to this, I am not supposed to be saying this on social media, but since it have gotten to social media, because of the listeners that have listened to it at the first place, I have to make something clear. This our sister now, Adadioranma, that have been on Madam Azuka issue. Remember that Ifeanyi Biko is on Azuka's issue. Emeka Livingstone is on Azuka's issue. This our sister Adadioranma, remember that she went with them that time. She was with them and later made a U-turn and apologized. She was doing program with them and later made a U-turn. Okay, that time that you left, that you people said, oh, we are this thing. If somebody like Madam Azuka and all of us left and started attacking autopilot, where is the autopilot that you will come to join? It is because we sustain this very movement. And if there is anything Madam Azuka did to you, that you find out that this thing, Madam Azuka did it to you, you complain to Dragon. Most of you have Dragon phone number. Most of you have spurious. And I am appealing to Dragon, passionate appeal, that a peace and reconciliation must be created to be able, if there is anyone that did something wrong against anybody, that place is the place that the person should go and complain, so that that complaint will be looked into, so that people will not be having accumulated anger and be going about. So that people will not be having accumulated anger and be going about. There is no time in this struggle. You know me, I will always stand on truth. I have spoken, I have spoken to Madam Azuka, and all of this time that I have spoken to her, before God and man, she sounds passionately more than anybody that I have discussed issue of Biafra with. I told you where she bought this hat was a day that I saw this Odinkema spreading false information about Dragon. I called Madam Azuka to ask her about this nonsense that Odinkema was speaking. First thing that she shouted was, Jesus, why is these people making up this thing against this man? That this guy is rightfully okay. When she lamented this thing, she don't know that she bought my hat. Because I see person very passionate. But that does not mean that she might not have her own ups and downs. I am telling you the fact. Nobody, I can never swear anybody having ups and downs. But that ups and downs, is it detriment in the struggle? If it is detriment to the struggle, it should be subjected to Dragon, because Dragon have his own way of investigation. I am appealing to the Dragon now, a passionate appeal, build great peace and reconciliation, so that this thing now, this accumulated anger that I'm seeing in autopilot will be resolved before it gets.
You see, all these things are inward rancors. Inward rancors. When we have not even finished dealing with Fulani rancor with us, Tinubu rancor with us, Yoruba rancor with us, you want to start about Ohaneze rancor with us, Ohopozadema rancor with us, Soludo rancor with us, Obiano rancor with us, Roches Okoroche rancor with us. We've not even finished all this rancor. We now want to bring up another type. Should this be how we will get this Biafra? Should this be? I'm still wondering, and I'm praying that God will make Biafra to come. I don't know how he will do it. But please, men on ground are very, very important.